Hello Scouts, and welcome to my instructional bat box construction video. So, this is the kit that you have received to build your bat box, and this is the video that is going to show you how to do it. So, first, you've got your kit. That's what I gave you. You're also going to need a hammer to hammer in your nails, and you should also have a first aid kit on hand because this is technically a scouting activity and we need to be safe, which means you should also have adult supervision. So make sure that your parents are nearby while you're building this box. So once you've got all that stuff, let's go over your kit pieces. So the first thing you'll notice will probably be your little blue packet of nails. That's important. That's all the nails that you're going to use to build. And then, once we get into our pieces, you have your two long, flat side panel pieces. You have your flat, rectangular roof. This is the roof of your bat box. And then you have these two thick pieces. These are your support beams. One is longer than the other, so this is the long one and the short one. And then you have this little angled piece that I call the entrance because this piece goes at the bottom of the box where the bats enter. So this is the entrance piece. And then you have the two giant flat pieces. This one with the grooves and the angled bottom is the front piece. And this one that's a complete rectangle and also has grooves, this is the back piece. So, now that you know what all the pieces are, I'm going to show you how to put it together. Now, I've already built one to test out the plans, so I won't be actually nailing this kit, but I'll show you how to do it all the same. So, the first thing you need to do is get your front piece. That's the one with the grooves and the angle cut in it, and put it down on the work surface with the grooves side up. Then you're going to get your two support beams, and if you look at these, on one end in a certain spot there's a little pencil T that indicates, I'm not sure if you can see it very well, the wood's kind of dark. There's a pencil T that indicates that this end is the top. So put that end up near the end of your front panel that does not have the angle, a straight across end. So find your little T on both support beams and put that side near the top. Now, once you've got your ends with your T's at the right end of your front piece, you also need to find which side has the T and put that side straight down against your front piece. And then, once your T is down against your front piece and your right end is facing up, you're going to take these two pieces and line them up closely on both sides. Line up the side and the top with your panel on the bottom. Whoops. Actually, you need to make sure that your short support beam is on the short side of your front panel, and that your long support beam is on the long side of your front panel. So I'm going to find my T again and put it down against the front panel. Okay, there. Now that I've got the right pieces, whoops, this one got bumped. Now that I've got the right pieces on the right sides and they're all lined up, next you need to take your entrance piece and fit it down on your front piece at the bottom here. Now you need to line up that entrance piece. Line up that entrance piece right between the two support beams at the bottom, the angled side of your front piece. So let me turn this around so the camera can see it better. So you've got these two support beams lined up on the sides of your front piece, and you're going to take your entrance piece and line it up at the bottom of these two. The angles should all fit and it should just go straight across. So double check to make sure that everything is lined up correctly. And then, once you know everything is lined up, that entrance piece is the important one right now. So you can, once everything is lined up, you can actually take these two support beams off but make sure that entrance piece doesn't move. And then you're going to come over to your nail packet and get out your first 2 nails. And then once you have your nails ready to go, you're going to be as careful as you can to make sure that this entrance piece doesn't move. And you're going to take 1 nail on each side of it, here and here, and hammer it straight down and attach it to the front panel. So your entrance piece is going to be attached to the front panel there and there. All lined up, ready to go, thanks to these support beams. So, like I said, I'm not actually going to hammer it together, but once you've got those 2 pieces attached, you can actually just take them and set them aside, because the next piece we're going to put together actually requires the back panel here with all the grooves in it. So, we're actually going to be attaching the back panel to these support beams. But what you have to do first is put down your support beams. So find your T's once again. I've got my T here and my T here. And they need to go down just the same as they did last time. So put your T's face down and up, which is on the side away from you. T's face down and up. And then you need to make sure that your long piece is on your left with its T face down, and your short piece is on the right with its T face down. You can tell because these base angles down here should line up and point towards each other. That's how you know that you've got them lined up correctly. So then once you've got your pieces down like that, you're going to take your big backboard and you're just going to lay it on top of them. But with this backboard, you'll notice that the grooves go all the way down except for a couple inches on one side. That side is actually the top, so you need to lay that side down on the side that you put your T's, because T means top. So make sure your grooves are face down so that the smooth side is showing. And then you need to come down and grab your support beams underneath and make sure that they're perfectly lined up on the side and on the top. Line these up just like this, and then you're going to take out 3 nails and nail in 1 near the bottom, 1 in the middle, and 1 near the top. And that should attach your backboard to that support. And then you're going to come over and do the same thing on the other side. Line up the side and the top, and then get 3 more nails. And now make sure with your short side that your nail near the bottom actually goes into the board. You have to look down from the side and make sure it goes into the board, because if you do it down here, it's just going to stick through your back panel and not go into anything. So 1 near the bottom, 1 at the middle, 1 near the top. So then when you pick up your backboard, mine isn't attached because I didn't actually put any nails in it, but when you pick up your backboard, these should come up with it. They should all be attached together. So then, once you've got your backboard attached like that, let me put mine together so it looks like it's attached. There you go. Once you've got your backboard and your support beams attached together, you want to take this and turn it around to this side, because next we're actually going to attach the roof before we attach this front panel. So you take your roof and lean it against the support beams like this. Now those angles on the top of the support beams will line up your roof piece perfectly, so it should just sit against the angles of those top pieces. Then nailing it in sideways like this is a bit tricky, so when you take your nail, the first thing you got to do is line it up, make sure you see where it's going to go, and then you're just going to tap it in once or twice so you get a little mark that shows you where it's going to be. And then you do that on both sides, and then you actually take your roof and lay it down, put your nail back in the mark that you just made, and hammer it in a couple more times so that it doesn't stick out the bottom of this piece, but it's in there securely and it's not going to fall out if you don't hold it. So then once your two nails are attached to your roof panel, then you're going to take it and lean it back up against here and hammer the nails all the way in, all the way through into the support beams, because starting it first like that makes it much easier because it's difficult to hold the nails up against the side like this and hammer them in. So once you start your nails, then you put it back up and hammer them all the way through. Your roof piece should now be attached to your support beams, which are attached to your backboard. So that is when you come over here and you take your front panel that should have your entrance piece attached down there. Something like that. It's not lined up perfectly, obviously, but it should look something like that. Then you take that piece with this one attached and you lay it down right on top of your backboard and support beams. So now, because you lined up the entrance piece so meticulously earlier, it should just sit and slide right in there. And then you push your front piece all the way up against the roof, and it'll stop because your roof is nailed in. And then it's time to attach your front piece to your support beams on each side. So you're going to take 3 nails for each side, just like the back. 1 nail near the bottom, 1 nail at the middle, and 1 nail near the top. And you're going to do that on both sides to attach your front piece to your support beams. Bottom, middle, top. So then your front piece is attached, and your bat box looks almost done. But if we look over here at my one that is done, you'll notice that there's still 2 more pieces you need to do. Or maybe you'll notice that your kit still has 2 pieces left. So what you need to do is you need to attach these side panels to cover up the slots where the grooves are and make sure that as little light as possible gets inside the box. So to do that, this whole chunk is going to be stuck together very nicely. It's all going to be nailed together. So I'm not actually going to pick this one up because it's not nailed together and it's just going to fall apart. So I'll use my completed one. What you're going to do is you're going to pick up your bat box and stand it on its edge just like this.